Hi guys, welcome back. This is Suzanne Wachtel. And today's podcast is about changing. So a lot of my patients and friends are always thinking that when they break up with someone or someone breaks up with them or a relationship doesn't work out, they have this notion that the person will be different with someone else. So if you're in a relationship or you were in a relationship, in fact, one of my patients today asked me to please do this podcast in her honor. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and they put you down, or they're very cheap, or they're insensitive, or they're dismissive, or they're not loving, or they're not using your love language properly, and once you tell them what it is, they don't care, they don't do it. If you share that you love gift getting and they just don't ever get you one, or you love words of affirmation and they just won't say them, or you love, quality time and they just won't spend the time with you, be assured, they're not meeting someone new and doing all of those things with them. It's very funny. I tell people, look at how somebody treats their ex. Are they greedy? Are they selfish? Are they kind? Are they loving? Are they respectful? The way somebody treats their ex will give you a lot of knowledge about what you're walking into. So if someone is wonderful to their ex-wife, ex-husband, very kind, very inclusive, they're going to be good to you. But if someone has a million excuses or reasons to why they don't want to give her or him, or why they don't want to include them, unless they're horrible people, that's a clue that you may be treated that way as well. So people really do not change unless they could change. It's true, people do change. It's very difficult. The only people that will change are the ones that are doing the work. Are they going to therapy? Are they listening to podcasts? Are they reading the books? Are they really looking at themselves and working on all of the things that have not worked out for them? Are they being transparent? Are they being honest? Are they being, really honest with themselves and wanting to change? Some people just go through life the way they are and they say, well, that's like the Popeye syndrome, they call it. I am who I am. Tough shit if you don't like it. And those are the people that you really need to walk away from. And you need to realize that no, they're not going to be a dreamboat with the next person. And they're not going to be generous with someone else if they couldn't be generous with you. And they're not going to give the next person everything they didn't give you. Now, in the beginning, in the honeymoon phase, for sure, they'll be nice. They have to be on best behavior to get in the door. But little by little, sometimes it takes time, especially for narcissists, to get you into the web, to get you comfortable, to get you to let your guard down, and boom, all of the same shtick stuff, habits, behaviors start to appear. Now, this is an interesting thing. I have an ex, a long time ago, like 45 years ex-husband, and he used to be very cheap. He just did not like to give. He did not like to share. And I am the most giving, generous person one of the most generous people I know. I just get a charge of happiness from giving to others, and including to myself. He hates giving. And I had mentioned to him earlier today in a phone call, I do check in on him, which is my show of generosity. How you doing? And he's been ill. And I was saying, I want to remind you, it's the grandchildren's birthdays coming up. And his response was, so? I'm not giving them anything. Why should I? What have they given me? And I said to him, wow, I admire you. You don't change. You're pretty consistent. And he thought I was giving him a compliment. But what I meant was, and this is why I was also inspired today to talk about people changing versus not changing. He never did any work. He never became self-aware. He never changed his selfish behaviors. And through illness, through other marriages, he remained the same. He's 85 years old, and he's still cheap and selfish and doesn't care about other people. So my message for today is, please, if you end a relationship with someone, be assured that the reasons that you ended it will follow them, those behaviors will follow them into every relationship that they go into, and they will not be miraculously different with someone else. Okay, so you made the right choice. And the only way, including yourself, that you can change is to look at what you don't like and not what's not working and really go for help and work on it. And I promise you, life will be more abundant, filled with gratitude, love, and just happiness in general. And the other people that are not working on themselves, I have to tell you, they will attract a like-minded person and they will pull the same behaviors with them. So know that you are listening to this because you're working on yourself, you're changing, and you're seeking and will achieve a happier, more fulfilling life. So enjoy the change. It's wonderful to learn about yourself and to grow and to become that person that is evolved and intelligent emotionally and relates to others in the same way. So have a beautiful day and be grateful for you changing, and just know you're not missing anything. Mwah! Have a beautiful day. Bye.